Before we begin, if you enjoy discovering hidden stories behind old coins, rare money, and surprising values that most people overlook, make sure you subscribe right now and stay with us until the end, because today's coin has a value revelation that very few collectors ever expect. Imagine holding a small, simple coin in your hand. It looks ordinary, almost forgettable. You may have seen it in a drawer, an old wallet, or among coins passed down from a father or grandfather. The Pfennig 1988 coin from Germany is exactly that kind of coin. At first glance, it feels like spare change from another era, something many people once ignored. But history has a strange way of turning ordinary objects into extraordinary treasures, and this coin carries a story that connects generations, hard work, discipline, and the rebuilding of a nation. The Pfennig coin belongs to a time when Germany stood as a symbol of precision, strength, and economic stability. In 1988, Germany was still divided, and the Deutsche Mark was one of the strongest and most respected currencies in the world. For many men who lived through those decades, this was a time of responsibility, steady jobs, and careful saving. Coins like this passed through millions of hands every single day, used to buy bread, newspapers, or a morning coffee. No one stopped to think that one day these same coins would be discussed as collectibles with stories worth telling. This coin was made with simplicity and purpose. It was not designed to impress with gold or shine, but to last. German coinage of that era reflected discipline and function. The metal composition was chosen for durability, allowing the coin to survive years of circulation. Many of these coins were carried in pockets, rubbed against keys, dropped on counters, and still survived. That toughness is one reason so many examples still exist today, but not all of them are the same. What makes the Pfennig 1988 coin fascinating is not just its age, but its journey. Every coin has traveled a different path. Some were heavily used, worn smooth by decades of circulation. Others were set aside, forgotten in jars or collections, untouched by time. For collectors, condition matters deeply. A well-preserved coin tells a different story than one that has been worn thin by years of use. It speaks of chance, of someone unknowingly saving it, or of fate keeping it safe for the future. Older collectors, especially men who appreciate history and value, understand that coins are more than metal. They are witnesses. This coin witnessed the final years before major change in Europe. Just a year later, the world would watch history unfold with events that reshaped Germany forever. The Pfennig 1988 coin stands quietly at the edge of that transformation, representing the last calm moments before a historic shift. There is also something deeply personal about this coin for many people. It may remind you of your working years, of travel, of responsibility, or of family life. Perhaps you held German coins during business trips, military service, or vacations. Perhaps someone you respected once carried these coins in his pocket. That emotional connection is powerful, and it adds another layer of value that goes beyond money. Collectors today look closely at details that were once ignored. Small variations in minting, alignment, surface quality, and strike strength can completely change how a coin is judged. Some Pfennig 1988 coins were struck more sharply than others. Some showed tiny differences that only experienced eyes notice. These details separate common examples from coins that attract serious attention. Another factor that adds intrigue is survival. While millions were minted, many were lost, melted, or destroyed over time. Others were damaged beyond recognition. Coins that remain in exceptional condition become increasingly scarce as years pass. Time does not create more old coins, it only reduces their number. This simple truth is why collectors continue to search through old collections, hoping to find something special hidden in plain sight. For men who understand long-term value, coins represent patience. Unlike quick profits, numismatics rewards those who wait, study, and preserve. A coin saved decades ago without any intention of profit may today be the centerpiece of a serious collection. The Pfennig 1988 coin fits perfectly into this philosophy. It reminds us that value is not always immediate, and sometimes the most overlooked items carry the greatest surprises. There is also the story of German craftsmanship. Even small denomination coins were produced with care. The design reflects national identity, order, and continuity. Holding this coin is like holding a small piece of German economic history, a reminder of a time when the Deutsche Mark was trusted around the world. For many older men, that trust and stability represent values that still matter deeply today. As interest in historical coins grows, so does appreciation for coins from the late 20th century. What was once considered too modern to collect is now entering the age of serious study. Younger collectors look back at these coins with curiosity, while older collectors see familiarity and nostalgia. This meeting of generations adds strength to the market and keeps demand alive. The 5 Pfennig 1988 coin also teaches an important lesson. Never assume something has no value just because it looks small or common. History is full of examples where overlooked objects became priceless due to rarity, condition, or historical context. Coins are no different. What matters is knowledge, timing, and preservation. Many collectors today regret spending or discarding coins they once considered worthless. At the time, it seemed logical. No one imagined that future collectors would search for these pieces. The same lesson applies today to items we overlook. This coin stands as a quiet warning and an invitation to look closer at what we already have. If you own old German coins, especially from the late 1980s, it is worth examining them carefully. Look at the details, the condition, the edges, and the overall appearance. Sometimes the difference between an ordinary coin and an extraordinary one is so small that only careful attention reveals it. Knowledge transforms perspective. As time passes, stories like this become more powerful. The men who lived through that era understand the value of stability, history, and patience. This coin connects directly to those values. It is not just about money, it is about legacy. What we save today may become tomorrow's treasure, not only in financial terms but in historical meaning. Now, as promised, let us talk about the value that has captured so much attention. While most examples of the 5 Pfennig 1988 coin are modest in worth, certain rare, exceptional cases have reached astonishing levels. In the world of elite collectors, where rarity, condition, and historical importance meet, this coin has been linked with values reaching up to an incredible $5 million. That figure is not just about metal. It represents scarcity, perfection, and demand from collectors who understand exactly what they are holding. It proves that even the smallest coin can carry a story and a value far beyond imagination. And that is why this coin continues to fascinate collectors around the world.